head to bed, and this is basically the only clip I record today. I started morning out going to the doctor's, and just let me say this, she's not my favorite person at the moment. At all. So basically, when I went to the daycare thingy, I got a whole list of things that I should work on. Don't remember all of them, but a few things that I did remember were that several of the doctors talked to me that I should have gotten an MRI, and that I really should get an MRI. And also, the last meeting when we sat down, they said, we are going to tell your doctor that we want you to try this medication because it might actually work. And yeah, so I've been waiting to have my meeting with her. And I had the phone meeting and I'm telling her that I'm sick. And it was a surprise to her that I was sick, which for me is like, what? I was sick all through daycare. I was feeling really bad. I was informing the people I was meeting that I was feeling very bad, so okay. But she got me a time today to have an eye time meeting. So she started by filling up my joints, my foot joints, my knee joints, everything. And they hurt like hell today. They're really, really a lot in pain and everything. And she's like, no, you don't have inflammations in your joints. I'm okay. But we're going to try something. And she picks up 2 syringes and she ended up injecting me with cortisone in my joints, which I'm very, very confused about because she didn't talk anything really about it. She's like, I'm gonna check here with your hips, and she felt a little hips. Let's try some cortisone, and then she just put the cortisone in, and it's like, she didn't really ask me, she didn't tell me what she was doing, she just put a lot of cortisone into my hips. Now, I have inflamed hips. That's one of the things that I really do have. The worst pain I have in my body is probably in my back and my hips. So she just put at the point and she gave me this cortisone, not informing me. I never had cortisone injections. I do not really appreciate syringes. And no, I didn't say no because she's the doctor. She's supposed to know what she's supposed to do. When she says that I don't have inflammations, nothing are shown on the test we're taking according to her about inflammation, but still she feels that I should have cortisone injected into my hips. So for me that is very confusing, and I've been in a lot of pain today through the day. It's nothing strange. A very common thing is that you get an arthritis flare from the cortisone, so it kind of gets worse before it gets better. But I'm in pain, and yeah. The medication that was supposed to get from the doctor, she said no. She said that she had talked to the other ones, and because it wasn't showing anything on the tests, I shouldn't have the medication. Now the funny thing is that when they gave me that information, they already gotten my test and they knew was on my tests. So for me that is very, very confusing. So yeah, that's one thing. And then we started to talking with her, and she starts talking about how I can't be on sick leave because she don't know what kind of rehabilitation that I should do, and that with the rehabilitation of going training every other day, it's not enough to be on sick leave full time. And I'm like, I'm not on sick leave because I need to be rehabilitated, even though I really appreciate all of that. I'm on sick leave because I can't do anything. If I go to work and go back, I can't go away somewhere the day after. That's just how it is. And the day after that, I might be able to go to work. Not sure. And that's the same thing in bed. I can go basically 1 day a week, and I have about 2 hours in me. So if she can fix that with all the papers and stuff, sure. But I can't work. It's not because I don't want to, it's because I can't. I'd rather be at work and earning money than living on benefits that basically doesn't pay anything, hardly pays my bills, and gives me no room for breathing. I'd rather work. I don't like being on benefits because I don't feel that I don't want to. But somehow I don't know. And again, there was this long list of things that we're supposed to do, among things the MRI. And she's like, yeah, but they haven't put the MRI as a thing that I should go to, like remitted me to the MRI. So they can't have felt that it was important. And it's like, yeah, the whole thing is they don't do remitting. They report back to her and she's supposed to do all of that work. So for me, it's like, yeah, but okay. So I'm getting real tired with her because she's acting. One of the things she's taken up is that I should see a shrink. You should see a shrink. But she already sent me one to cognitive testing, where the cognitive testing showed that I have a limitation in my cognitivity right now. So that, and she says, yeah, but they didn't say anything. And it's like, yeah, but the papers they showed me, the things they told me was that I did have a half of my cognitive things. So what I get informed by all the other doctors is something completely else that she tells me. So the first time I thought it was something wrong, and now I'm starting to wonder if she even reads my papers or if she just kind of reads the cliff notes, and I don't know. I just get annoyed. So after I got home, I was really sad and everything was really hard, and I'm getting through it now. I'm still mad with her, really mad, but I have other things that are coming up. At the end of the month, I'm going to my neuro doctor, and hopefully she can fix an MRI for me, like the other doctors asked me to. I have asked for all of the papers, my doctor papers, be sent home. So my journals, doctors, I don't know what's called in English, but anyhow, I'm getting them sent home so I can read through what they actually say, so I can actually understand her and understand what the issue is with all these things. And also I'm going to call my gynecologist because I have some hormonal issues again. But I'm just so tired and needing to fight to get, when you're sick and you can't really do anything and you just sit in one place all day, not because you want to, but because your body can't handle anything else. You don't have the energy, you don't have anything, and on top of that, having to fight tooth and nail to be able to get the benefits that you're supposed to get, because your doctor thinks that, well, I don't have enough rehabilitation for you. And it's like, yeah, but if you can't rehabilitate me, I'm still sick and you still have to sign those papers. So yeah, I don't know what to do about this. We'll see. I'm waiting to get the papers so I can read them through, and if it is what I think it is, I will get another opinion. I'm doing some sketches for Sketch Dailies. which is like this sketch prompt. They do have both Twitter and Instagram, and this week it's Stranger Things, the new series from Netflix, and characters from that series. This I can't remember her name right now, of course, but if you go to my Instagram, I hashtagged her name there. This is the chief. It's not as good, but it's the chief. It worked out. I'm not so good at men. I should be drawing more men. Really like how she looks. How kind of Disney-esque she turned out. I like that. And that is Barb. I know I probably put a little bit of age onto her, but yeah, that's how it is. That is Steve. I didn't get the roundness of his face as much, but it's still, it's a male. Oh, he looks a little bit older too. And this is the little boy. I'm not good at doing either boys nor Afro-American characters, so that is how it is. Then I decided to play with this little character, which is Suicide Squad and Harlequin. There's Harlequin again. I'm working kind of with facial expressions and different facial poses, and it actually turns out pretty good right now, which I'm happy about. I really like working with pencils. These kind of pencils, which is cool erase pencils, so they're by Prismacolor, and they are kind of erasable color pencils. But you still have to draw pretty light. If you start drawing thicker lines, it will be harder to erase. The only thing is that they don't. What's the word? You can erase them, and they kind of give you another. Yeah, that was it. They don't smudge like ordinary lead pens do. So, or ordinary pencils do. So yeah, kind of cool. Kind of cool. Well, I'm gonna head to bed. So good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye.